Hi, I'm Manjit Kaur. I run the Narcissistic Abuse Trauma Clinic and a secret Facebook group that has grown rapidly. You can add yourself to the Facebook group by clicking on the link below. Don't forget to answer the questions on joining. You can also find more information on my Deranged Love blog and my website. Today, I want to talk to you about trauma bonds. You've probably come across this term many times. Most of you will be trauma bonded, which adds to your suffering. So what is trauma bonding? Trauma bonding occurs in very toxic relationships where you become deeply attached to the abuser. There will be a great deal of pain combined with times of calm, which makes it all the more confusing. Trauma bonds are difficult to break, and you feel a sense of being trapped. You know the relationship is toxic and no good for you, but yet you feel you can't get out. Victims of abuse often develop a strong sense of loyalty and compassion towards their abuser, despite the fact that the bond is damaging to them. The trauma bond will make it hard for you to break free from the relationship, so you find you are drawn to them over and over and over again. This is because abusers are so good at keeping you trapped, with the extreme cycles of love bombing, devalue, and discard. Your mind struggles to understand how someone showing so much love to you can bring you to your lowest point in life. This entraps you to give chance after chance after chance, and you are always in the hope that the abuser changes. Most victims will be trapped in the cycle of love bombing, devalue and discard for many years until they are able to break free. You will always be fighting for the hope that the abuser changes and gives you what you want, and that is to show you love and respect. That's not a lot to ask for. This never happens, and the abuse often becomes worse, or you become even more trauma bonded and develop complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Most victims will experience sleep difficulties because their mind replays things over and over again of the abuse that has taken place. The victim will think how they could have done things differently to save the failing relationship, but they couldn't have. The victim will question if they could have said something differently, and will even question if they are the narcissist. I hear that from my clients all the time. The victim feels they are to blame for the failing relationship. When there is a confrontation, you find you quickly apologize and feel the need to fix things, but you can't. Trauma bonds are like an addiction. You find that you constantly check for messages, check their social media or anything else you can find out about them. You would rather have them in your life, even a small amount, than not have them in your life at all. Breaking free from the trauma bond can be compared to withdrawing from an addiction, because you feel extreme withdrawal symptoms. You find that you replay things over and over again in your mind. You cling on to the fantasies about them and the promises that they made to you. You will even deny that the abuse took place, or will block it out of your mind, that it wasn't that bad. All you can think of is having them in your life and the love that they showed to you. You even justify them being abusive to you. You make excuses for them. Narcissistic abuse can leave you feeling helpless, and not a lot of people understand what you are going through. And it can take several attempts of going no contact to break free. It can take many months, 4 to 6 months, for the information to digest of who you are dealing with. Often one little slip of breaking no contact will send you back to square one. Going cold turkey is the only way to curb the addiction to the narcissist. But you have to remain strong and not give in. When you mean no contact, really mean it for your recovery. The reality is you are addicted. The definition of an addiction is a persistent, compulsive dependence on or commitment to a habit or practice on a thing or substance to the extent that its cessation causes trauma. There are many definitions of an addiction, but the bottom line is it is a dependence on something that causes a person to have compulsive thoughts and behaviours which they are unable to control. The narcissist is addicted to you to give them narc supply. In the same way, you are also addicted to the narcissist because you're simply not willing to accept that they are toxic. So you keep on fighting to change them and to be the person that you want them to be. But they never will be. This is why no contact is the only way for you to curb your addiction, because they won't change. You can only do no contact if you have no children. Going no contact will be painful, but hang in there, as that is the only way. Therapy can help you along the way in your recovery. It's important to find a therapist that understands narcissistic abuse so you can feel validated and understood. Therapy will also help to keep you on track. If you feel that you're slipping, they'll bring you back to where you need to be. Please feel free to comment below and visit my website and secret Facebook group in the details below. If you feel someone else could benefit from this video, please feel free to share. Comment below of how you've been affected by trauma bonding. Thank you for watching. Bye.